The way the internet will take anything serious and make it hilarious.
But I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
I don't want to feed into the conspiracy, but like almost like she was like in a hypnosis type of thing. The weird thing was that he never once said a word to her the whole time. And at the time, I don't know, I wasn't really thinking about it. And he looked back at me and he winked at me.
And let's be honest, it's fun to speculate.
Because it's the juice. And if you don't have the juice, you don't have it. So if you don't have the juice, you can't capitalize.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That bit fire. Yeah, she kinda.
Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm doing my makeup. It is an interesting day. First of all, y'all know I'll be having some crazy dreams, so let me just story time you real quick, really quickly. So why did I have a dream about Adam Sandler last night? I had a dream that Adam Sandler came to me and basically was just like giving me advice on depression and being sad and how to get out of it and why my presence is needed on this earth. It was the weirdest experience, and people were coming up to us and was like, you know, asking for autographs and wanting, you know, his attention and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, well, it was nice talking to you. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. And he was like, no, all of these people need to leave. I need to talk to you. And I just felt like I was like in some really major like daddy energy. I was just like, okay, I'll go ahead and sit down, because at first I didn't know it was Adam Sandler. It was just this guy in a hoodie. And I think the reason that I had that dream is because I was watching all of the conspiracies going on about the woman on the airplane.
Dude in the hoodie. I'll call him the hoodie guy.
And in Dallas going to Florida, and there was a guy in a hoodie and blah, 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 blah. So I'm over here just thinking like, oh, I may have just had this subconsciously in my mind because of the guy in the hoodie in the airport, right? So anyways, besides the point, Adam Sandler invites me to his birthday party. And you guys, I can't deal with how this dream was, because I was just really not expecting it to be Adam Sandler. I'm not even that big of an Adam Sandler fan. Like, yes, I like him, but I'm not necessarily, you know, like running from this point to that point to like, oh my God, I want to go see Adam Sandler. You know what I mean? It's just like, I've never really had like a huge hold on him. But anyways, he came to me in this dream and was basically just trying to get me out of like a victim mindset, or the mindset of feeling as if I'm not good enough or something of that nature. I don't really know, because there were so many lessons within the dream. We even was on a boat for part of this dream. It was so weird. Anyways, back to what the heck I was talking about involving the hoodie. So I was just doing my makeup, chilling, relaxing, you know, about to go get breakfast or whatever. And I realized that the hoodie was really what made me want to talk to this guy, because I was thinking of the hoodie that this woman was talking about, or at least the hoodie that this man was wearing, and she was talking to him or whatever have you. And I just think I was watching so many TikToks last night that is what, you know, creeped into my subconscious. So I'm assuming that that's why I had this dream. So anyways, as I am scrolling through TikTok as I'm doing my makeup, I come across another video about this woman on the airport that basically had a little moment. And let's be honest, it's fun to speculate, isn't it? It's fun to speculate. Yes, there are people out there that are just like, conspiracy theories are crazy. They think the craziest thing, da 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 da, but they'll be the same ones in the club talking about some I'm a reptilian, listening and dancing to Doja Cat and everything like that. So, you know, it's fun to speculate. So let's speculate and see what the heck is really going on, because when I first saw the video, I thought in my head, okay, I guess she's drunk. I don't know, maybe, but she didn't seem drunk to me. But again, I wasn't on the damn flight, so how am I supposed to know if somebody's actually drunk? I mean, I think that there are some people out there that can definitely be drunk and look and act very sober. So it really just depends. So anyways, as I am scrolling through TikTok and I come across the video, I see another angle of this video, and I go to the comments and I'm reading the comments, and that's when I found out that it was in Dallas. And I said, you know what? I'm not surprised, because you guys, I watch a lot of drunk videos, like DUI videos.
They are leaving me homeless.
Come here.
Give me more. I don't do.
Let's go train.
Stop!
People drunk in the airport.
Fucking flight. About 3 margaritas. Yeah, you got a fucking problem with that? Why do you have a fucking problem with that? And you have a fucking liquor bar in this fucking airport. Fuck you! Listen.
People getting in car crashes.
Can you count backwards?
Yes.
58 to 43 backwards. Start at 58, stop at 43. Backwards. Go ahead.
57, 56, 50, I'm sorry, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 40, 47, 46, 40, 45, 44, or 54, 52, 53, 50, sorry. I'm sorry, what did you say?
All of that. Like, I'm very much in the crime scene. I'm very much always on those channels because I just find it to be very therapeutic because I have never been arrested and I don't plan on ever being arrested. So, you know, I just like to watch them just to kind of get my mind off of whatever the heck I'm complaining about in my life, knowing damn well I don't have a DUI and I've never been in jail. So really, I'm blessed. And as I see that this is in Dallas, I immediately just started laughing because I know that a lot of the DUI videos and the craziest things that happen in airports are normally at DFW, an airport that I have definitely frequent a lot, but I've never really seen anything go down there myself. As I come across this new angle of the video, I'm just like, wow, I wonder what really went down because this just doesn't make sense to me at all whatsoever. Because people were saying in the video, or I should say in the comments of the TikTok, that obviously she's drunk, she's racist, she's a white entitled, this, that, and third. And I don't know about you guys, but I know that when someone is white and entitled, or at least just entitled, they do not like to leave their stuff behind. These people are very much attached to their belongings. So I was just like, wait a minute. This woman is so scared that she doesn't want to take her items. What happened on this flight? So let's watch it together and speculate together because I honestly feel that this woman has seen something that none of us can really comprehend. And even if we could comprehend it, it would affect our judgment. It would affect our judgment of what we think reality is and what the world is really doing and all of that good stuff. So as I'm clearing off this powder off of my face and getting ready, let's hop into the first video, meaning the second video that I saw that was a different angle that kind of made me be like, okay, maybe this is some different vibes because the first video was nothing like this video, especially when the attorney comes out. Let me stop. Let's just get into it.
This is a new video made by another passenger who was on the flight the woman on the plane was on, who became distraught when she realized she was supposedly sitting next to a shapeshifter.
Stop the plane!
So obviously she's saying stop the plane, and there were people in the comments just like, does she really think that they're gonna stop the plane just because of her? But I don't think the plane was off. I think the plane was backing up. At least it sounds like that, right?
Stop it! Stop it!
I bet people are just like, girl, what is wrong with you?
This plane.
She looks like she's holding back tears. You see the woman behind just rolling her eyes like, girl, if you don't shut up and get off the plane, I need to get to Florida. I have things to do. Woo! See right there. I don't even give a F about my S. Like, come on now. Come on now. you don't care about your stuff unless you are in a life or death situation. You know what I mean? Like, for example, you're in a home and the home is about to be on fire, something like that, right? And you are just like, okay, what are the things I absolutely need? And it could be 5 things. You're just like, all right, I need that, I need that, I need that. And you're out of there. You know what I mean? Because it's life or death. It's a life or death situation. So for her to say that, it had me kind of like, wait a minute. Even drunk people, and again, I watch a lot of those videos. Drunk people will immediately say, where's my phone? I need my phone. They will start crying for their phone. They will start crying for their bag. Well, my kids are in the car. Like, all these things will start coming into their mind, especially when they are drunk. So it's just like, you know? Is it not giving,
License verified this front door, stand by protocol.
And this was an American airline flight, and you guys know, at least those that have been on my channel for a while, the American airline, that's where I had a panic attack on an American Airlines flight. So I do not fly American at all whatsoever. Never gonna happen again. I am Delta all the way, period, point blank. Okay, so this woman right here in the pink shirt, she supposedly is a licensed attorney. I've never heard anybody say that they're a licensed attorney ever. I've never, like, people don't walk around saying, I'm a licensed doctor, I'm a licensed therapist, I'm a licensed, you know what I mean? Like, that was weird. And then look at what you're wearing. Not to say lawyers can't have, you know, a chill day where they're wearing a regular I'm dead, wearing a regular t-shirt, but it's just, this whole situation is very weird. It's just weird. Like, girl, sit down. I'm a licensed attorney. And what I thought on another angle of the video, when she started saying that she was a licensed attorney and that he needs to calm down, or I don't know, I think she was talking to his brother, at least supposedly that's what the comments were saying. But I feel like it was to conceal evidence, meaning, okay, you're recording or whatever you're doing, but I'm an attorney, so be careful of what you're doing. That's how it came off to me. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Weird. And the dog barking. All weird. Just be careful. If you're an attorney, obviously you're licensed, right? That's what we're going to assume. He's not real. Now, according to the comments, this woman tried to get back on the flight. And from what I was seeing, I feel like she was probably trying to get back on the flight because the man was either removed or they switched out the flight attendants. I do see that as a red flag that they did switch out those flight attendants, because why did they do that? Why did they do that? I'm honestly curious why they did that. You know? The way people are laughing. So obviously there's going to be people that are going to laugh at this and be like, yeah, this woman's crazy. She took too much medication, whatever you think, right? And I thought the same thing when I first saw it. I'm not going to lie. I laughed at the man that said bye. Like, he was like, bye. I commented, I was like, oh my goodness, you guys are so evil. But, you know, I was thinking about when I had my panic attack on the airplane going to Vegas from Dallas. And everybody was laughing. Everybody thought it was funny. Everybody thought it was a joke. And it's just so crazy how we live in a world where there's just such a lack of empathy. You know, people just don't care about other people anymore. People have no issue hurting people. You know, it's just the world we live in. People are just, you know, for themselves, for their families, and that's it. And if you're not a part of that clique, group, whatever, like, yes, you could die and I would literally not shed a tear. And it's just, it's scary, the corruption that this world is coming to. I mean, it's coming to a point where it's just so, I don't even want to say the word invisible, but people just do not care. And it's sad because I feel I would be like, is she okay? Is everything all right? Like, what's going on? Whereas other people are just, I'm going to giggle, I'm going to laugh, and I don't care at all. And she needs to be in a psych ward, and that's it. It's just, the lack of empathy really does, it does hurt me. It really, really does. It sucks. Because what if it was some serious, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know. We don't know. She could be trying to save everybody. We don't know. Who knows?
After this new footage of the woman on the plane who claims to have seen a shapeshifter, some people close to the woman claim that the passenger sitting next to her blinked her eyes differently. The people heard claim that that person blinked in a manner similar to what we are showing in this video. Then the passenger realized the anomaly, got desperate, and decided to leave the flight before it took off.
Now that is so terrifying. Now there were comments saying to watch a certain video that I will put in the description because I can't remember everything, but it basically was like, go watch this video. And it was about 6 hours long. And I said, who is about to do a shift? Who is working for free? That's a whole shift. I was like, absolutely not. I'm not watching 6 hours of that. But if anybody has watched it, please let me know your thoughts down below because Lord knows I need a synopsis because I'm not about to sit there and watch 6 hours. But what I did do is I took the time to watch a video on the history of reptilians, where they came from, why the conspiracy is here, all of that good stuff. And it's really pretty new. I mean, it's only been part of our life culture, whatever you want to call it, for the past 100 years. However, there are ancient artifacts that go into the lizard people and all of that. However, we can't sit here and act like we haven't heard the word reptilians, reptoids, whatever you want to call it. And I know there's some people that are just like, yeah, because people are crazy and they're QAnon and they're Trump supporters and they're this and they're that and whatever. But you know, it's just like a joke, right? A joke is funny when there's just that little sliver of truth in there that we can't help to avoid, right? So tell me, what do you think the situation is? Because this kind of freaked me out, meaning this next part. Let's get in it. 3 minutes, and this supposedly is the guy that was on said flight and saw what was happening. Do you believe it's real? Do you believe it's fake? Because I heard this story and I was just kind of like, I want to believe you, but also who are you? How am I supposed to take what you're saying as fact? How?
That motherfucker back there is not real.
Okay, here's the story time for you. I've tried like 2 times to record this, but I keep going over the 3-minute limit, and I don't want to do a part 1, part 2 type thing, so I'm going to try to be specific. I was on that flight. It was American Airlines. We were leaving Dallas, Fort Worth. I was sitting in the left aisle, about 3 rows back from this woman. She was sitting in the right aisle, and she had this very interesting exchange with some dude in a hoodie. I don't remember the color of the hoodie. I really, you know how memory is. When you're not super paying attention, you don't remember all the details. I had one headphone in, couldn't hear all the specifics of what happened, but I noticed this exchange between this woman and this dude in a hoodie. And it was kind of weird at the time because it seemed like no one else before she really started getting frantic, like was paying attention to this, but that makes sense. It was like a normal flight. This was after putting all the luggage away. We'd been on the plane for a little bit. It was before the flight attendant came over and gave the little spiel. And what I remember is she was having like a full-blown conversation with this dude in the hoodie. I'll call him the hoodie guy. She was having a full-blown conversation with hoodie guy. The weird thing was that he never once said a fucking word to her the whole time. And at the time, I don't know, I wasn't really thinking about it. But it's like she would say something and he like would respond, but there was no exchange happening. It was just her getting more and more frantic. Which, okay, if she's drunk and she's going crazy, then you would think the dude in the hoodie would have been like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? But he was just like dead locked on her, like deep eye contact with her, like I don't want to feed into the conspiracies here, but like almost like she was like in a hypnosis type of thing. And she started getting more and more frantic to the point where then people started kind of noticing. Flight attendant came over, tried to calm her down, like, what's going on? She sat back down, but she kept looking over at this dude in the hoodie, and finally she was like done with it. And that's like when I really started paying attention, like, okay, what the fuck is going on? And that's when she was like, I can't do this. She started getting up. She started walking up to the front. And then the whole video thing happened. I didn't take a video of it. I was listening to a Stephen King audiobook. I wasn't like pulling out my phone to record this.
And see, right when he said that, I said, okay, so you're just hopping on this drama because, and not to say you can't read a Stephen King book and, you know, but it's just, you already dabble in some pretty, you know what I mean, story times, whatever you want to call it. And that had me like, wait a minute, so are you telling the truth or are you not telling the truth? But at the same time, what are you gaining from this other than what? Possible followers?
And she didn't seem drunk to me, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
I don't think she was drunk.
Drink. I mean, she seemed totally normal to me up
until that point. She seemed like she was just freaking out.
The weird thing was, after she left the plane, the dude in the hoodie, which the flight attendant was like, did anything happen? And he still didn't say a word. He just went like, and like shrugged. The dude in the hoodie like looked around the plane and he looked back at me and he winked at me. And again, I didn't quite register it. I was like, okay, what the fuck was that about? I was like, maybe he's just being like an ass, like winking, like that was weird, wasn't it? But now that I look back, I realized that when he winked at me and it was his left eye looking back at me, it didn't wink like this. It winked like this. And I didn't even register.
Okay, what do you guys think? Because it's not funny. It's not funny because there's a lot of people that come out with these stories and they say this, that, and third, and they've came across these type of people, whatever. But for me, okay, that person's about to be my bestie. I need to figure out how you winked like that. I need to figure out where you're from. I'm not about to get scared. We're about to have a whole full-blown conversation. I just feel like if it was me, I don't know. Like maybe if I was scared, I would run and start praying, talking about Jesus Christ. I don't really know. But I would just really be curious to know how you winked like that. Because when he first said it, I was thinking an eyelid, you guys, like the eyelid going in, but they're talking about the pupil going in, and that right there, what do you guys think? Do you think that they are ready to expose themselves and let people know that yes, it's real, yes, we are here? I mean, there's so many conspiracies. I mean, it's to the point where there's actual history and artifacts of these people supposedly existing, as well as tunnels that they travel underground where we are not. But again, who's to really know? Supposedly people are debunking the story because of the fact that she wanted to get back on the plane after everything was said and done, and that she was arrested, I believe, and then she did go to a hospital. I really don't know the details, but I do find this entire situation to be very interesting. And I know TikTok is about to have a ball with that sound because, man, I've already seen some TikToks that really made me giggle. Really made me giggle. I was like, oh my gosh, the way the internet will take anything serious and make it hilarious is just, it's absolutely beyond. Anyways, you guys, I am going to go eat my breakfast and finish up my makeup, and I will see you guys in the next one. Now, before I dip out, I did see some comments on the Aaron Carter videos that I made. Obviously, at the end of last year, I did have a dream about Aaron Carter a couple, I want to say like maybe 2 months ago, maybe a month ago. I can't remember exactly. And this dream scared the living crap out of me. I actually cried when I woke up. It was so intense. I mean, I was gonna make a video on it a long time ago, but I don't know. I just kept getting more and more scared the more I thought about making the video, but I am gonna make the video. So if any of my Aaron Carter people have made it to the end of this video, watch out for that. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about that dream, what he said to me, everything that happened in the dream, because it was extremely enlightening and it was just creepy. Not creepy, but creepy good. I really don't know. But yeah, so we'll see what I dream tonight, because I am constantly having some ridiculous dreams. So if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all all in the next one. And let me know your thoughts on this. Do you really think that was a reptilian, or you think she was drunk? Do you think she's crazy? Like, what do you think? What do you think? Let me know. Let's conversate. Let's conversate. Anyways, bye. Because I really don't know. I mean, homegirl was upset. She was upset. Yeah, she was upset. Put it out the coupe in the lot, 12 for a squat, all the bells out the box, hit the lick with the